I welcome you guys back into my nice and beautiful video. And now, guess what? 7 weeks of hospitalization. Why? Guess what? I have a nice and beautiful episode of, let's say, banging the door. I was banging this door a bit. And the thing is, every single day, that no matter what, that I'm doing much better now. So guess what? Every single day, learn how to actually be much more profound in the way you speak. But what's even much better is I learned something in the 7 weeks of hospitalization that nobody else understands. I've learned how to actually climb the ladder of success with the words that are coming out of my mouth. And now, guess what? Apparently, popularity happens to the people who can speak the words. Have you ever noticed people who go up online somewhere and they do something online and they're noticing all the time that these people are everywhere on the movie screens? And they're always on movie screens because why? They can speak words. That's why. They have talent to reach for the skyline and to reach for the spotlight, and that's what makes them successful. I see, for example, Fast and Furious and behind the scenes work and all of this stuff with the Fast and Furious 9 coming out. And it's the August of 2021 now. Guess what? It's much more how they are successful because they stick together and they have great communicational skills with each other and they're backing each other up. But that's what you need. You need teamwork to make something work. But without teamwork, then how do you become something in life? You need teamwork in your life. You need to be able to go and strategize right now with yourself how to become the best version of yourself. These video programs I make is just for free. I make it for free because this is something that I love to do. I do it in front of people as well for free. In a sense, so make sure I understand every single day that as I go and grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways of doing things. So as I really grow myself differently, you can see my expression, you can see how I feel about what I do. I love what I do. I'm much more able to look at you in the eye and say it. I love what I do. I love what I become in life. I'm that individual that I always want to be in life. I'm that individual now. I'm that individual that I was dreaming about 10 years ago. You understand? 10 years ago I was dreaming of this man. Here I am. I'm much better than yesterday. Isn't life just becoming better than yesterday? If you can understand how to become better than yesterday in your life, especially just your life. Forget people like John Cena and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and their lives and those people who are famous. Forget them. Just for a moment. Look at yourself. Ask yourself the question. I realize, am I better than yesterday? I have to be better than yesterday. Just like they have to be better than yesterday. Understand? I'm just as good as them. I'm just as good. Whatever they can do, I can do too. But are you somebody who's better than yesterday in your field and what you do? Do you consider yourself an expert at something? I do. I consider myself an expert in growth. I love to grow. I love to make sure that I'm growing. But I'm the expert in the word I only. And what does that mean? It means that as I grow, I shall fulfill my dreams, and my attitude and my faith shall be passing on onto you. In a sense, so no matter what I do today, I'm looking for a better way. I'm looking to do myself a nice and beautiful favor. Where today, I was recording myself with my dad, and I just seen him for the first time after 7 weeks, and I said, this is my dad, and this is what's happening right here. But as I'm recording the conversation, whereas over here, I can press something and it takes a photo of me and my dad while it's actually recording the video. So my video is recording, but I can press this button right here and it takes a photo of me as well while the video is recording with my phones. So it's possible for your phone to be recording a video while doing photos at the same time, which is amazing. So I'm actually understanding to just teach you everything I can to make sure that you guys understand that I'm helpful in what I'm doing. So if I want to reach skyline popularity, I have to call up the best and I have to do the best I can. I promise you, people can understand the best, and what you do in the best sequence of your life matters for everybody. I understand that every single day I'm looking for a better deal. I'm looking to understand you personally. I'm looking to understand that no matter what happens in my favor today, that you guys be somebody much more. But I'm going to continue these videos. I'm going to continue what I'm doing. And there's a lot to go. Which there's a lot of lifetime to go. But that's why I'm becoming somebody in my field. I mean, hashtag Danny Milivojevic, guys. And why is my video so long? I make long videos, don't I? I mean, guess what? I'd rather make long videos of myself than make short videos. I promise you, it's plain and simple. I mean, do you want shorter videos of yourself or do you want longer videos of yourself? I'd rather do longer videos. I'm just a long-term kind of thinker. I mean, Nikola Tesla. I mean, guess what? I promise you, every single day, learn to never frustrate yourself, but learn to be somebody who understands how to love your life. And now, if you're frustrating people, then make sure you're frustrating them in a good way where you're teaching them something about life. And now, be able to teach people about life and stick away from people and never talk to them. I mean, try to never talk to anybody other than yourself, because you are the way. I mean, you are the ultimate way. So as I really grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways of dealing with life. I'm looking for a better attitude with myself. And I learned some things in the 7 weeks of hospitalization, because I was banging on the door over here. I was very, let's say, testing my dad and trying to get him angry. So the police came here and said, "Hey, Danny, let's take you into hospital for 7 weeks." But anyway, I have the record of the conversation, and I did record everything. So every single day, you must understand that what's important for myself over here is to find something to say and say it in a way that's helping you grow. And now, why is my popularity the way it is? Probably it's just beginning. Probably my popularity is just beginning now. Probably after 1 year of YouTube, probably I received some results. I have some results, but I need better results. I need much better results than this. So what's to come is much greater. I'm doing far more work than they are. I'm doing far more work than other people. So I deserve much more greater empathy for who I am. I deserve to be much greater, yeah? Because I'm doing much greater work. So make sure you understand that every single day I'm learning. I mean, always get yourself a tissue and just do what I've done. Because sometimes something may be dripping from your nose. So make sure you understand also you can get yourself blueberry juice. See, blueberry juice is so nice. So every single day I have a nice and beautiful microphone. I see you guys can hear me, but guess what? It's nice and beautiful, isn't it? You guys can hear me, or you guys can feel what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a nice and beautiful way of life, aren't I? But I choose to do it this way because in life, sometimes my portable speaker is never going to be exactly with me. So what I do is just these kind of videos. And now you must understand every single day, you must understand straight away how I feel. That you can see my portable speaker there. It's right in the corner and it has a charge port on it right now, which means it has full battery and it's ready to go. So right now I'm in lockdown. I'm in lockdown right now, and I understand that the world is never watching me. But that's why suddenly I'm such a superstar when they first see me. Actually, when people first see me, I'm a superstar already. Because they've been missing out on what I've been doing. And I've been uploading my videos up online, but people are just never watching them as much. I mean, they have no time. I mean, people have no time to watch me. I promise you, what can I do? I promise you, all I can do is keep going. And now I love to record videos. I love to do these videos with you every day. And every single day I try to do 1 hour video. And I have so much to do. I mean, every single day. That's the best thing, when there's so much to do in life. And I can see exactly how my life is planning out. And each and every single video I do, I'm planning my life much greater. And I'm doing a greater life for myself. For sure, although that's what you guys need to do. I mean, you guys need to be able to record yourselves and send it to people. I mean, if you send it to the same people, all they're going to see is your new video. I mean, how about you give them silence? I mean, make sure you understand this. The people who want to be in your life are going to message you. And just let it be at that. I mean, stop sending people messages who never want to reply to you and who never want to talk to you. I mean, send yourself the message of a gift that you deserve right now, to understand that you deserve to do greater in life, and just move on. I mean, move on from those people and let them catch up to you, and that's it. I promise you, although pause the video if you need to have a water or something like that, have some sparkling water over there. So I'll pause this video very quickly to have some sparkling water, just to do better. Get some blueberry juice. See, so that's nice and beautiful for me. So I realize every single day, sometimes you have to drink some water. You have to drink some sparkling water sometimes. But make sure you're understanding this. That if you're growing yourself in a nice and beautiful fashion, enjoy yourself. I just came out of hospital for 7 weeks. And you must understand, around 7 weeks I've been in hospital, it just feels great to unwind for a bit. So what I'll do now is I'll continue my conversation with myself. And now the whole time in hospital, I've been writing materials. I'll show you my materials over here. I have a bunch of materials over here that I have to put online. And you have to look at this. I mean, this many pages. I mean, there's over 190 pages here. Pure script writing. I mean, that's all just writing in hospital I've done. I mean, what can you do? But I've learned something with that. I've learned to never ever again write pen to paper. I mean, look, pen to paper. I mean, 190 pages of that. I mean, back and front. I mean, yes, and either way, that since I'm actually doing that, I'm doing a greater job with myself. But you must understand that from now on, I do everything in video work and audio work. I have no time to write a quote physically anymore. I only have time to write quotes via audio programs and video programs. I was somebody always doing quotes in those actual quote formats, like a quote creator, and 32,000 times I post a nice and beautiful quote up online somewhere. But now you guys can find my quotes in the Pinterest, and it's inside of my Instagram. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that yes, it's very nice for me to be able to give you guys this nice and beautiful time, where this is the first time I've been listening to my actual Apple Watch buzz for about 7 weeks, and it feels great to have my Apple Watch back again. So you must understand anyway that as I grow myself differently, I have time now. I have time, and there's a new thing coming for me. I mean, there's something new coming, and it's something new, and it's a great path. And I have something to do. I have something to do, but the thing is, with my life now, I have to make sure that I understand my path. I realize my path is going with my mum, and I have to go with my mum over there, and I have to create everything I have here over there, and travel overseas, everywhere from that point. And now, is there a way? Of course, there's a way. Of course, there's a way I can do it. Of course, there's a way I can get all my dreams to come true at my mum's. Of course, where there's a will, of course, there's a way. Of course, you must understand. So, what I want to do is help to capture your life over here so you understand something. That as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways of dealing with life. I'm looking for a better way of explaining myself. I'm looking for better ways of truth with myself. But that's why I'm understanding something. I'm understanding that no matter what, they want to create long videos. And you guys have to watch it. Rosh, that's it. Rosh, you must understand that it's much more how I feel about life that I have to upload this video up online. And now I upload it on the best kind of quality I can afford. And just watch it. Rosh, you guys win every single time. And now every single time I do something to help my life, I'm looking to help myself to indulge in something that's greater for me. So what I personally do is I keep the motivation going. I keep motivation, in terms of motivation, going all throughout my day, and I talk all through my life. I talk all the way through my life. But right now, I'm understanding what's about to happen as well. That my dad's going away, and so is my mum. And I'm going to be left alone from my creations, I'm going to have something from my creations. And guess what? I promise you, either way, I have to flower the tree, yeah? I have to pour plants in terms of water on the plants, to water the flowers in the tree, to grow big. And I have to be growing big and strong. And either way, that you guys have to understand straight away, that if you want to help yourself to deliver information, then you're delivering informational services, and you have to understand straight away how you grow yourself, yeah? I mean, grow yourself differently and love yourself in different ways, and you're actually understanding straight away that sometimes you can put noodles with bolognese sauce and noodles, and it's nice. And you can sparkle a bit of Vegeta on top of that. See Vegeta, which is one of these ones. And Vegeta can go into any kind of food that you eat, and it's minimal amount of salt. And just enjoy yourself, guys. I mean, listen, I mean, you are the way. Brush, if you understand my dad over here, I mean, my dad gives me peace and quiet, yeah? I mean, he's over there sleeping. I love him. I never want to kill him. I mean, I have faith with Jesus Christ over here. I mean, yep, Jesus Christ watching your ass. I understand that. I mean, Jesus Christ watching everybody, yeah? And I believe in that. I understand. I believe that there is somebody watching me. You understand? I promise you, every single day, you must understand, I'm always watching me, but I believe there's something much greater that's watching me too. I mean, just like that. I mean, just watching you. But every single day, learn how to go and never frustrate yourself, but frustrate yourself in a good way. And be a good type of person. I mean, that's what you want to be. But if you want to understand how to really get ahead of the crowd, then you have to go do audio programs. But I see plenty of people running the nights, and they're going the night way, and that's going to catch up to them very soon. First, they're going to be running during the night and living for the weekend, because they hate life so much that life is getting on top of them and beating them down into homelessness. And if they never plan their life, they're going to be homeless. But I need you to find stability and go live with your parents as much as you can. I live with my parents. I live with my parents because they provide me freedom. You understand? And go the freeway. I mean, go the freeway. Really. I mean, try to find the freeway as much as you can. I realize that what's happening in my life also is something that's new. I understand that many people are rising in the fame chart these days. And I see what they are doing. And it's mostly actors today. I mean, today especially actors are really skyrocketing up in the fame list. I promise you, what can you do? I promise you, although you must understand that what's important is there are some personal development trainers out there, and they have some kind of fame too, but it's a different type of fame. I promise you, the actors are winning it. I promise you, actors have the best type of fame right now. But they're never doing quite as much work as I am. I'm doing far more work than they are. And they make a movie and they become a rising star. I mean, you understand? I promise you, some of them go in wrestling rings for 20 years, then make the cinemas, like John Cena and Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and Triple H, and Randy Orton, and Big Show. And they start acting in these random movies and scripts, in terms of scripts and movies. But it's nice that they have an opportunity. I promise you, although, make sure you understand that what's important is learning to focus. Learn to focus your life in a greater direction. So every single day, that if you want to do something, to wipe your nose or something, then go and pause the video and then do it. Because that way, you never have to do one of these. I mean, in a sense, so that's why you pause the video and you do this. I mean, pause the video first, yeah? And people never have to listen to that. Although now, for myself over here, at least, I'm looking for a better way of opportunities. I'm looking to suss out something that's helping me move forward. But what helps me move forward is a greater way of life. So I have a greater way of life with myself, and I understand where I've been. the past 7 weeks, and I understand now my direction is changing, and we're moving on. And now, how do I make popularity from this point? Popularity for me is done. It's done. And all I want to do is just my work today and live day by day. And that's it. I just want to be able to find a schedule that's going to work for me just for today. I mean, in a sense, so for the next day, in 24 hours, popularity comes as you go. Popularity comes as you go. And suddenly you're just much more popular because you've been much more consistent about what you've been doing. And that's it. I mean, you must understand that popularity happens slowly. Actually, it never happens overnight. But overnight, it also happens. Actually, popularity happens overnight too. Actually, every single day, you must understand that if you want to go and grow yourself differently, then make sure you understand straight away that you have to go and peacefully improve yourself. So after this, I have my music to do. I have to do photos of all this. And I have to put it up on my Mega Drive online. I have to just make sure it's going up online somehow. And I want to be able to just make some music. I want to wind and unwind. I want to relax. I want to just do some words of encouragement with you guys. And I want to help myself to deliver information, because what's to come in the next 60 years of my life is going to be remarkable. I mean, it's going to be remarkable because I have so much more coming up in my life. And you guys never have to watch it. I mean, you guys never have to watch my life. But my life is different, and it's a showcast. I'm recording my life. With or without you. I mean, in a sense, so regardless of the situation, I understand people are watching my movie. I mean, people are watching my movie especially. I can write a book. I can write anything I ever want in my life. I can write it, I can have it, I can do it. And you can watch me if you want. Honestly, I never need you to watch me, but it's nice for you to watch me because I teach you something. I teach you something along the way. And now that's why I'm getting smarter. I'm becoming much more fashionable in front of a camera now. And I'm practicing much more. So 5 years ago, I was right here. I was right there 5 years ago. You understand? And I was like, hello guys. Today I'll be talking about premature ejaculation. I was like that, yeah. I was like that. I was very shy. I was very shy in front of the camera, yeah. I mean, 5 years ago, yeah. 5. I understand. So now I'm learning how to enjoy myself again. I'm learning to do my YouTube videos again. I'm learning to do everything again, because sometimes life deals you a blow and life kicks you down the throat. And how are you going to lift yourself? I mean, the best way to lift yourself is through the words that you speak all day long. I mean, you have to be positive about it, because now I have much more victory. I can breathe once more. I mean, why is that? Because for 7 weeks I was in hospital without a phone. I mean, 7 weeks without phones, and without technology, and without a business for 7 weeks. Ooh, I mean, guess what? I mean, now I feel much greater. But they were letting me at some points for 3 weeks before I came out of the hospital. They were allowing me to have 1 hour phone time, and 2 hour phone time, and 3 hour phone time, then 4 hours, and then 6 hours. But the most previous 2 weeks, they didn't allow me to have the phone for 6 hours a day. But I was unable to make videos for you. I was making audio programs here and there, but now I can make audio programs and video programs 24/7. So I can breathe. I can breathe once more, yeah? I can breathe. So that's the thing about my life. I realize I'm learning, and I'm persuading myself to go and make all this music come true, and just keep going and upload it anywhere I want, and just make the best advertisement for myself, and that's it. I mean, my best advertisement now is Instagram, YouTube, and Mega Drive, and just be there. And Facebook is something different. I mean, Facebook is just there. I mean, he's just standing there. But if I make an event somewhere, I can make an event somewhere and I can say, hey, this place and this place and this place. I'll go for an event. I'll do an event and busking. I can do busking videos like that. I can do my busking events for Facebook events. Or I can do any paid events out there somewhere. But that's something to come. I mean, that's something coming. But it's really, really short and sweet. But it's also long and sweet too. Why is that? Because I understand something. That there's only a handful of those moments where I can go somewhere and give some money so I can play my music in a nightclub. Oh well. But at least I get a chance to do that. I mean, my dream is to DJ in front of a crowd. I mean, as long as I do that one time somewhere, I achieve the dream, yeah? One time in front of a crowd, just to lead people and just to talk in front of a crowd. One time, I've already done it many times, but there's a different scenario where I'll give a keynote speech or something like that. Just one time. I mean, maybe you guys can call me somewhere. Or maybe I just create my own event and keynote speech for myself. And I can achieve it myself. And that's coming too. And anything else is my dream of having a family. So why not? And then I have a dream also of going with my family somewhere for a holiday. And it's not for a holiday, but I'm still working. I'm always working. But then my dream is to work for Tony Robbins too. I mean, Tony Robbins is someone very successful. And his, let's say, faculty of what he does around the world is something I'm interested in. I'm never interested in it. I'm curious about it. I'm curious about working for him. So I have to call him up very soon. And then I call him up every year. And I call Armin van Buuren every year. And then maybe these artists that are from Australia come around Europe sometime, or they're in the area somewhere. I'll give them some money to just see me at least, and to follow my Instagram and social medias. Or actually they can. Personally, understand that I'm alive and well. Or actually, it's much more how I feel. I feel different, but what kind of opportunity can I get from that? Or actually, little to none. Although really, I may get an interview with somebody there. I may get an interview at least. I may understand that they become aware of me, and that's more enough. When somebody becomes aware of you and says thank you for your music and thank you for what you've done, I feel good about that. I feel good about helping you guys do something, yeah? So if you guys can share me around, it's the best thing for me. I'm pretty sure that everybody is different, and everybody goes through life differently. But I see most people have gone from this world, and most people we never remember. I mean, understand? But we remember the handful of people. But Danny Milivojevic is one of them that we remember. Danny Milivojevic is one of them we remember. I mean, he is the handful 1% that we remember. I promise you, once again, we remember Danny Milivojevic. I promise you. I promise you, because I speak loud. I speak loud in the words. I promise you, regardless of my situation, I mean, look at my words. I mean, is the money important or is it my words? I promise you, my words is much more important than the money, yeah? Would you rather me giving you $15 billion, or would you rather me giving you this video? I mean, what do you want? I mean, maybe there's somebody of you that want $50 billion, much more. But if you are somebody who wants $50 billion, then that means you have no words to say anymore. I'd rather have the words to say than have $50 billion. Unfortunately, yeah. Whereas every single day is it's much more important to understand the perfect signal of your life. I mean, understand the Gaya Mudra is the perfect signal of your life. So if you're concentrating on your life and you're concentrating on a better way of life and a better way of dealing with your life, then make sure you're never wasting time on poker and card games. Because even though you may win $200, that's 8 hours of your life. 8 hours of your life. Unfortunately, never waste your time on poker. Never waste your time speaking to other people. Hold on. I'll show you something now. Unfortunately, there comes a time where you may have to understand something. That those who want to be in your life will be in your life. Unfortunately, those who come into your life speak to you first. And that's it. Unfortunately, those are the people who are made for you. But if you go into other people's lives to speak to them, then you are part of their story. All I'm saying is make them come to you. Because you have talents and you have much more to do than them, so they have to come to you and they have to speak to you first. And that's the opportunity. So if Armin van Buuren comes to me first, I'll show you something now. I'll show you I get anything I ever want from you. I get wishes from the genie. But if I go to Armin van Buuren first, I promise you now, is it the same thing? Ask Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ says it's better when he comes to me first. Why is that? Because you must understand that I'm somebody much more. I'm somebody who has much more music than he does. That's it. You must understand. So if you want to attract people, then you have to have the greatest Instagram, and you have to have the greatest YouTube account, and you have to have the greatest following. But the following is something that I need. I need more following. So I understand that most people never watch me. So what can I do today to make people watch me? I have to have more conversations with people. Guess what? I'd rather have a conversation with myself. Do I have to talk to them? Do I have to talk to people online? Ask Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ says, nah. Just talk to myself, yeah? I just talk to myself and give out business cards here and there. Jesus Christ says, yeah. Why is that? Because I never want to talk to other people online. It's a waste of my time talking to people online. How many people is there in the world? Too many to count. You understand? Too many to count. So what you need to realize is we need to have a world where we need to be on our own speaking to ourselves the most. Because that's the whole point, isn't it? The whole point is learning step by step from ourselves rather than from them. I'd rather learn from myself than learn from them. I understand that I have many courses I've done elaborating on all this aspect of life and all this nice and beautiful treasure of wisdom and abundance I gave myself. I gave that of myself. But you guys obviously never appreciate that as much as I do. I promise you, when you make 1,000 courses of 1 hour each, and you make 1,000 hours of courses, you understand what I mean. You gave it of yourself. You gave that of yourself. But they never care about you. They see some star and a movie star out there, but they're going over there because that guy or woman is more popular than you. But who cares? Just because they're more popular than you right now, never means that you're more popular than them long term. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, John Cena, I promise you, right now in the 21st century, I promise you, they're up there and they're popular. What are they famous for? Wrestling and a bit of acting. They're famous for a bit of wrestling and a bit of acting. I promise you, yeah. I promise you, congratulations. And I love that they're popular. I love that if you're popular, I love that. What's Danny Milivojevic popular for? Growth and education and Jesus Christ. Growth and education is what I'm popular for. I'm popular for the word I. Sequence. I love you. I'm learning that everybody's different. Everybody's different and everybody has a different life. But that's what I'm understanding my life, yeah? I'm understanding my life. I'm understanding sometimes you can do one of these and you have a clear, I mean, there's a nice and beautiful difference, isn't it? You can do one of these and it's different. You can speak like this or you can do like that, and your nice and beautiful hair just goes underneath the hoodie. But I love my hair the way it is. I mean, understand? I mean, make sure you understand every single day that if you understand, at least I have hair. I mean, guess what? I promise you, at least I have hair. I promise you that I understand that no matter what, I understand every single day, I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning how to penetrate people in different ways. But now, I'm never part of the crowd anymore. I'm never part of the crowd that I was with. And why is that? Because that crowd can never fulfill me. I mean, that crowd can never give me anything that I need. I mean, that crowd can never ever give me anything other than this world. First, they can give me this world's pleasures. First, they can give me drugs and food. First, they can give me a soy milk. First, they can give me money from this world. First, they can never give me anything spiritually. First, now, spiritually, they can give me images. Spiritually, first, they can give me some information here and there about people. First, they can give me some ideas. And first, they can spark an intrusion. I mean, first, they can. First, they can give me some ideas. First, they can. But I'd rather stay away from them. Because they're giving me those ideas right now. First, they're giving me those images right now. First, now that worldly pleasure, first, no. I never need that from them at all. I have no need to be in the past crowds. I have no need to be in a crowd. I have a need to be alone. I have a need to be with myself and never with a crowd, because I grew up with a crowd around me and it took me downhill totally. I went downhill because of that. And people gave me plenty of opportunities and I dissed the opportunities. I never diss my own opportunities anymore. I'd be serious about life now. I'm 29 years of age. I've still yet to hit 30. I'm still young. And there's a whole bunch of videos coming up online. And I have a lot of music production to do. So for myself in the next 6 years, I have a great life. I have a great life. But I'm learning something. I'm learning to help myself to never ridicule myself, but I'm criticizing myself in a better way. I'm learning to have that nice and beautiful faith going. And I have a nice and beautiful way of life anyway. But you have to keep talking regardless. And then you're going to learn something about your talking. You're going to learn something about what you're saying all day long. Because what you say is what you are. And if you really believe that you're going to be popular, then you will be popular and you shall be popular. Russia, you will achieve your dreams and your dreams shall manifest because you say so. I promise you that you are what you make of your life. I mean, you are what you say. So if you understand how to talk your words all day long positively, then you shall have a positive life, first of all, and you shall achieve what you want out of your life. So I have a nice and beautiful masterpiece in my laptop here, and I want to start doing my nice and beautiful ICU track. I want to finish it off. I want to finish off my ICU track, and now that's a nice and beautiful track coming up for you guys. And I have some uploading to do. I have some cleaning around tables to do. I have to drink some soy milk over here and there. I want to say, guys, also that there is a nice and beautiful book by some guy, and it says, if you want to have a multi-million-dollar business, then teach people how to do this, 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 and just keep teaching how to do this and how to do this, and you're going to find the situation of a business of a lifetime. This guy is such a great guy, and he teaches you all this kind of stuff on how to do this. And he teaches you how to do a business. And personally, that's all you have to do, is how to do this, how to do that, how to do that, and this and that and that. And teach people how to do everything. First, then you'll learn how to make a business for yourself. So I was looking today in my business calendar, I was looking at making a small business like making sauce and making hummus. It's a small business where I have to go and package it. I have to put a business label on it. I have to find the size and label. I have to find the nutrients and the ingredients of it, and I have to produce it and have to distribute it. And that's a small business, and I have to also give it like some kind of name over here. So this one is Bix Foods. I have to put Danny Cheffe Foods or something like that, and whatever, and put it in the store or something, in terms of put it in the Woolworths over here on Coles and Aldi, and distribute it as many times as possible and sell it for a higher price. So maybe the producing of it is $2, but I sell it for $3.50 and I give it away. And that's a small business. But Danny Milivojevic is now a big business. I mean, it's a large scale business. So if you go on Google right now and you write Danny Milivojevic, boom, 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 I mean, you shall find what you're looking for. I understand? But Danny Cheffe Foods is never even on Google right now. I mean, it's unrecognized. I mean, understand? I'm pretty sure although I recognize it, I'm pretty sure although you still have to be recognizing much more of yourself, but you must understand that what's important is understanding that Danny Milivojevic is trending right now in Google. Because I make a trend. But all my actual quotes is now going into Pinterest. And I'm putting everything into Pinterest. Now I have all these photos of myself I want to put into Pinterest as well. But that's something else I want to do. I want to do a nice and beautiful quote book or ebook of all my photos. So let's have a look at what I can do. I'm not sure though. I have to call up Mega Drive and I have to ask them really. I mean, what are their plans about this kind of stuff going on with their family and everything? So I'm making sure that I want my photos to be on Pinterest somewhere for lifetimes. And I want to be able to put all my Pinterest photos up online somewhere so you can find them. And I want to create multiple accounts on Pinterest with Danny Milivojevic on it so that people can find exactly what everything is. So for myself over here, I'm learning how to make a business grow. But businesses grow really quickly, and now the more you can speak words, the more I realize the more faster you succeed. So just learn that really quickly. That if you learn to speak much more words clearly right now, then you're going to get ahead of the game. And I'm seeing it for myself straightforward right now. Now I'm never going to make these small businesses like Danny Cheffe Foods kind of things. I'm never making hummus, or I'm never making my hummus and my sauce that I want to make. I mean, why? I feel I never need to make it, but it's something that I can make. I promise you, although, give me some time. I promise you, give me some time. I may want to start it too. I promise you now, is it something that I can do? I can do it. But for now, I never want to do it. I can say that for now. I can say for now, I never want to do it for now. Because I feel that no matter what, the Danny Milivojevic business is more something that I need to be doing than the small sauce and stuff like that. I'd rather do this video. I'd rather do this video because this is much more of my business than a small sauce selling you some kind of small sauce. I mean, you understand? I promise you, the people, plenty of them, they put their Rochester pasta. I mean, yeah. I mean, same thing, and it looks the same thing as the other pasta, just a different brand. I mean, yeah. I mean, Vita Soy, but there's also some other one that says So Good, and just different brands, yeah. I mean, Danny Milivojevic and Novak Djokovic. I mean, different brands, yeah. I mean, the same thing, but different brands. But Danny Milivojevic is different, totally from everybody else, and totally different, and you must understand that. Whereas although you must understand everything goes with difference, and everything makes a difference, yeah. And you must understand that no matter what, that I'm learning how to go and orchestrate my life differently. So as I look at my life differently, I'm looking to spark an intrusion to help myself to succeed differently and to make sure I'm learning the faculty of life where I'm learning how to go and be abundant about my life. I'm learning how to go and grow myself regardless. So I'm actually understanding that no matter what, as I speak much more words and clearly talk with you guys all day long, I'm learning how to go and love myself regardless of the situation. And I'm making sure I'm running a business. And the business is sweet. I mean, the business is nice and sweet for me. But that's why I'm learning how to live day by day as I grow and as I learn to grow myself much more. I'm learning to live my life regardless of the situation, and I'm promoting myself. But eventually 9 to 5 comes into my life, and I work full time as well, and I push out my legacy as much as I can from this point. And I have to become something much more. But the more I put that money into my business, doing it now, and then guess what? The earlier I become someone famous much more earlier. So how much more do I have to give this money? I asked Jesus Christ. I asked Jesus Christ to give me a number. I have to give $100,000 of pure money in business cards, in terms of just business cards. So that's 1 million business cards out there. I'm actually to become someone famous, or just around Sydney, Australia. So that's a number. How about 10 million? 10 million, I have to give $1 million. I have to give $1 million to give 10 million business cards around Australia and the world. 100 million. How about 100 million? Now 100 million is definitely popularity at some point. So I have to give $10 million of money. So how can I make $10 million of money in my lifetime? Understand? So what's an achievable goal for me? I can definitely give $10,000. I can give 100,000 business cards. I can give 100,000 business cards. Or am I able to achieve $100,000? I can definitely achieve $100,000 of giving. I can definitely achieve the 1 million mark of business cards. And now Jesus Christ says over here, listen, I understand that you want to do that, but it's a self-promotion method. How far can you go with that? Something has to happen. Something has to happen here. But Jesus Christ says, if you keep the money for yourself here, you shall have much more living. And just relax, man. Why are you so rushing? Why are you rushing to get popular? What's the rush? What's the rush? I'm already popular. If I post 20,000 hours of YouTube videos of hours on YouTube, I shall be popular on my channel, yeah? Or as my channel is popular. If you watch my videos on my channel, then you're going to understand why I'm so popular. Because that's my life. And that's it. But I get $100,000. I fly to Armin. I say, hey, check out my mixtape, bro. He loves it. He's going to promote me, yeah? And people are going to come to my YouTube channel and see Daniel Lavojevic. And what is this over here? All these nice and beautiful videos and all this and this and this. And Spotify, boom, boom, boom. Everybody say, ayo, ayo. Understand? Boom, boom, boom. Everybody say, ayo, ayo. Understand? Guess what? Then Tony Robbins says, this new guy out of nowhere, fucking 6,000 videos or 8,000 videos on YouTube, fucking teaching everything. He's going to fucking say something about this. Understand? So you have to go and learn how it feels to elaborate yourself into success. So if you're elaborating yourself into success, you're learning. You're learning how to go and thrive. You have to learn how to thrive with yourself and your business every single day and growing your business all the time. But you have to be learning. You have to be learning something for nothing. And you have to be understanding that you have to be a nice person. And you have to be a nice person to orchestrate and express yourself, yeah? Just express yourself differently. And that way you're learning. You're learning the best architecture. But if you want to understand to never ever talk to other people, you never talk to anymore. Make sure they're talking to you. Make sure that they're talking to you first. If they talk to you first, then definitely you can speak to them. Now, who's talking to me first right now? Roshi, nobody. Roshi, if they write to you first, then you write them one message in return. And that's it. Roshi, one message at a time. Understand? Roshi, if they talk to you first, then guess what? Roshi, they never get angry at you when they talk to you first. Roshi, they never get angry at you if you talk with yourself. Roshi, if you're talking just with yourself, they never get angry. But they get angry if you talk to them. I mean, you understand? I promise you now, guess what? I promise you, if they're talking to you first, they never get angry. But if you're talking to them first, they get very angry. I promise you, people get very angry when you talk to them first. I mean, just understand that. I promise you now, you must understand that no matter what, that now since I'm learning the communicational art of faculty, in terms of faculty of life, I'm actually understanding that no matter what, that you guys are now ready to go. I mean, you guys are equipping yourselves with skills in this video. I'm giving you guys some nice and beautiful wisdom of webs of wisdom over here of Spider-Man classic. I mean, you understand? And you guys understand straight away Spider-Man. I understand? So every single day you're learning how to orchestrate yourself, yeah? We learn to understand straight away how to wish yourself the best kind of thing in the planet. And you're always understanding straight away how to go and love yourself, yeah? So love yourself differently and love yourself in a way that you're enjoying yourself. So what else can I say about this video? I mean, I can say more of a recap. I can understand that no matter what, if you're going and delivering content in different ways, then you're enjoying yourself in different ways. You're making sure all the time that you recap and you finish off with what you want in life, and then you're understanding straight away that you are so much stronger in terms of how you speak. So if you're speaking longer and longer and longer throughout time, eventually you're going to get stronger and stronger and stronger with how you speak in front of people and how you do in front of people. So what I want to do from this point on is I want to go and clean out everything. I want to make sure I have a nice and beautiful time where I start talking inside of my audio programs over here. And I'm understanding I need a new phone. I have to get myself a new phone because my Samsung over here needs a new phone, and I need to get myself a new phone so I can love my life much greater. So I'm understanding that what else is important for myself over here is to deliver greater quality aspects of life. So I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm learning that my phones are something that help me grow. And I need to make sure that no matter what, I have much more than enough time and space and money to be able to go and understand straight away to upload everything online and to be uploading all my audio programs online. And no matter what, I can go and connect it together in my nice and beautiful technology, and also being able to never frustrate myself, but make sure that when I'm doing anything, I'm doing something positive and never negatively. So I'm only frustrating myself positively, and I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm talking much better. So for myself, it's making sure that you go the distance in your life and go the distance with what you're saying. So every single day I'm learning how to always understand that sometimes you guys have to understand that since I have a new essence of my life over here, where I'm understanding that I've just been somebody who goes up the hill. I go uphill with my conversations. I go uphill with everything I say, and I'm performing and outperforming people in regards to what I'm doing. So I have my Instagram to do. I have my business, and my business is starting up now. And it's a nice and beautiful business of Danny Milivojevic brand. So the Danny Milivojevic brand is growing. I mean, in a sense, so I'm growing my business. I'm growing my legacy. Broshi, that's it. Broshi, all that you're leaving behind is your legacy. I mean, you understand? I mean, never waste your time. I mean, who cares about the money? I mean, look at the legacy that you're leaving behind. I mean, the legacy is much more important than the money, yeah? I mean, do you want to make money, or do you want a great legacy? I mean, what do you want? Because the money fades away, but legacies stay great forever. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that I'm creating a great legacy, but other people are running for the money. I can see it. I look at a person, I look at her, I say, is she a great legacy, or is she more for the money? I can straight away see. I can see this woman. I see, is she more great legacy or money? I see she's more money. I mean, she went for the guy because of the money, and never for a great legacy. I mean, understand? I mean, is that guy or woman a great legacy, or is it more money? I mean, you understand? I can say John Cena and I see John Cena and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I mean, do they have great legacies? I can tell you in the 21st century, yes. But overall, I promise you, overall, there's many times to go. There's a lot to go. And guess what? 21st century, yeah, I can prove it to you. But overall, you have to understand something. That in the wrestling ring, definitely. In the wrestling ring, them two are definitely something. Acting, there's plenty of actors. There's plenty of competition here. How about personal development trainers and coaches? Danny Milivojevic is the greatest. Jesus Christ is right there too. You understand? You must understand. I'm equal with everything. But you must understand anyway. I mean, I'm doing something totally different. And now, that's what I'm saying. That everybody's different in their own legacy. And legacies go differently. I mean, legacies are differently. So if you're speaking about legacy, I mean, your legacy is what you make of it. I mean, if you are growing your legacy in a different way and different ways of thinking, then make sure you understand that you're putting yourself much more into a video. And you're putting yourself much more into audio and video and posting up on YouTube right away. And let it be forever. And you're going to teach people something about your life. And that's all you have to understand, that it's a new way today. That's the newest way to be. And what you make of the world is what you work for. I'm so much greater being able to speak in front of people now. For the next 60 years, I can be making events around town in front of people. And make a free event. I can make a free event in front of people. I can do it. I can do busking performances. I love busking performances. I mean, for free. In front of people. I mean, come on. I mean, why not? I mean, every single day you're learning, yeah? I mean, you're learning the faculty of what you want. I mean, you're learning something that's nice and beautiful, that's a pigment in your life. That's something nice and beautiful. You understand? Because a pigment is nice and beautiful only. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you have those nice and beautiful words going on. Because everybody's trying to create their legacy. So there's no fucking competition. I mean, what's up with you? There's no fucking competition about legacies and who the fucking greatest is. Danny Milivojevic is fucking as great as Danny Milivojevic in his life, and that's it. I mean, Danny Milivojevic is as great as Danny Milivojevic. I mean, Jesus Christ is as great as Jesus Christ, and that's it. I mean, you understand? But who taught you the most? You. You taught yourself the most. Jesus Christ gave you the 10 Commandments. But you taught it to yourself, and Jesus Christ taught himself the 10 Commandments of God. Nobody taught you the 10 Commandments of God other than you. You are the only one that's teaching your life today. Nobody is your fucking guru. I'm never your fucking guru. I'm never your teacher. I mean, you are the teacher and you are the student. I'm never teaching you anything. I'm just giving you ideas, just like Jesus Christ. But you are the one that's teaching yourself. There's no fucking competition here. There's no competition between me and Jesus and who's the best. I'm just as good as anybody else. It's just that simple. I mean, understand? Whose legacy is the greatest legacy? Your legacy is what you make of it, mate. What you make of your legacy is what you are. And that's it. Do you believe that you're great? I mean, do you believe you're greater than a baby? You are the baby. You are the baby, mate. You understand? I'm a baby too. I'm still a baby. But what makes you greater than a baby? I mean, what? I mean, it's both equal, mate. But the thing is that you have to leave a great legacy for you. I have to leave a great legacy for me. I mean, Jesus Christ has to leave a great legacy for Jesus Christ. And out of us three, I mean, who the fuck is the best? We're all the fucking best. I mean, voila, bitch. Roshi, yeah. Roshi, yeah, you my bitch. They're saying, guess what? Learn something, yeah? Learn that everybody's the best, but leave a great legacy anyway.